blessings, immediate money, immediate worldly stuff, immediate healing, immediate all of this stuff. And if it's not immediate and it's not a miracle level thing, then oh, God's not real because he didn't do it when I wanted him to do it, how I wanted him to do it. But the biggest thing about faith is that it is a patience. I don't want to say game because it is life, but it's patience. Your faith, you need patience. It's the same thing the disciples were telling Jesus, even John the Baptist sent over his disciples and was like, are you the Christ that they were talking about, or do I need to look for another? Because what's been prophesied is you're coming with a sword. You're coming down to break down all these different types of things. You're going to come and free the Israelites. But you're over here, I don't see a sword in hand. I don't see you murdering or getting rid of anybody. So, do I need to go look for another Christ? Or are you the Christ? But people not realizing that faith is built in patience. Christ did everything that he said he was going to do when he died and resurrected. But none of them knew that during his 33 years of life, they did not know that he was required to die in order to fulfill those prophecies. And so they're sitting there and they're looking at him and they're saying, are you the Christ? Are you the one? And so a lot of that, people actually fell away from Christ. Christ had more than 12 disciples. They left him when he said he was the Son of God. And there was 12 remaining that stuck with him. And so one of the biggest things that comes with faith is patience. You will not get everything that you want when you want it. Otherwise, it will be okay for you to stay in sin. The Lord is purifying you. He's maturing you. He's molding you into being the person that he needs you to be to best serve him. And that's going to take time. Even look at a child, and we should look at our relationship with Christ in the same way or in a similar way as a child growing up. When you first start with Christ, you're not giving a 6-month-old baby steak. Why? They don't even have the teeth. I don't think so. I don't think they even have the teeth to be able to tear up a steak. They could choke, it could be too much, they could suffocate. Their stomachs might not even be able to handle a steak at that age. What do you give them? You give them milk. As they grow up, as they get older, even a 2-year-old, you're not going to give a 2-year-old a whole family meal. You're going to give him a couple of tiny little things because he doesn't have the same stomach. So as we are growing, it's the same thing in our walk with Christ. As we are growing in our walk with Christ, we start to learn more things. We get to be purified in more aspects. We start to learn different things. Like, for example, a child has to be taught respect. And in the same way, if you've never been in a relationship with Christ before, you have to be taught reverence through his word. And so sometimes we go into our relationship with Christ thinking that we know everything, thinking that we know how to serve him, thinking that we know the exact things that we need to do. And sometimes people even go into this walk thinking that they can be perfect or thinking that they will be perfect or they are perfect, not knowing that we get renewed and perfected every single day. Even in, I think I have read one of these verses before where Paul was telling this church that they did a great job in love, but even still they could excel even more. Always, have you guys ever looked at a runner? I try to give as much examples as possible. But once again, if you guys have ever looked at a runner, they run to win the race, yes, but after that they don't stop. They get their time, and then after that they run to PR. Even if they win the race, they keep going because they want to get a better time. They keep going because they want to beat their time before that. If you get an 11.5 on a 400, I think that's 11.5 on 400. Is it 400? 200? I don't know. 200 or 100? I don't know track. But if you get an 11.5 on a 100, we'll say a 100. If you get an 11.5 on a 100, you're going to keep running. You're going to keep trying to break that score again. No, 11.5 on 400 is crazy. But you're going to keep trying to PR because you're not even really running against the other people. You're not competing against other people. Yes, you are competing against other people, but you're really competing against yourself. So even if you do get third place, but you break your personal record, you're still happy with yourself. And you're like, okay, I'm going to break this one again. And so when in our walk with Christ, let patience have her perfect work, so that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Absolutely. And so we keep striving towards the fruits of the Spirit. Oh, we can always increase in love. We can always increase in patience. We can always increase in gentleness. We can always increase in kindness. Where's the other ones, y'all? Goodness. Where is it? It's in Galatians. Meekness. Let's see.
Peace, love, joy.
Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness. Yeah, all those. We can always increase in those. And so we have to keep our eyes on